Where's Lake Christina?
Canada?
Up in Canada.
That's Dan.
No,
I mean, it's Mike,
Christina is
that's
in
Dan.
northern Washington State.
Who's mom carrying?
Dan.
Dan.
That's Dan, okay.
And I think the Moores are with him there.
Grandpa looks a lot like Brian.
Yes.
We all said that.
Exactly.
God, mom was
Yes.
cute, wasn't she?
She was. Look how happy she looked. So that's Mike.
That's grandma.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their dog Toby.
Oh, you,
There's
I
Grandpa.
didn't remember Toby.
don't
I didn't either. I just know the name.
Grandpa likes cigars.
I always saw grandma with gray hair. I don't remember her having black hair.
See, Grandpa's dressed
Now
up.
that looks like, I
Yeah.
remember Grandpa by that picture.
Look how thin Dad was.
I can't believe he threw with his left hand.
Mike.
That's Dan.
Oh,
I thought it was Mike.
Oh my gosh, that's the Geyer kid.
fire.
But the Geyers,
41, you were barely born, Dan.
Francine
That's
wasn't born in
Maureen
41. Aunt Margaret?
Yes, look at,
Look at grandpa.
See, that's what I mean. He's playful.
Yeah.
I never
Yeah.
saw him like that.
No.
I don't remember seeing that.
that's Dan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's before Tim was born, because Tim became his favorite.
Grandpa was diabetic. He was an insulin-dependent diabetic.
Wasn't she also?
Grandma
At
was.
the end, she had type 2.
She used to rub his legs for circulation all the time.
She always worried about his feet because she knew that's what gets in that
So
era.
that's
what got
Dan,
people.
isn't it?
Yeah, it was 1941,
Where
that's when
is
he was
this?
born.
Oh, that's in the backyard on Shoshone. I think that's the next door neighbor's
Might
house,
be.
the Ferrises.
Is that Dan or Tim?
No, that's,
It's Dan. Well,
No, it's not Tim yet. That's
no, we see Tim
I
later.
remember that trike
It
real
said
well.
1941.
So,
Well, you should have had a helmet on, Dan. That was not safe.
In 41, I was 4 years old, so I could ride the scooter.
And
There you are.
You are. Teaching your little
Taking my
brother.
trike.
taking the,
trying to run Dan over.
Looks like Steve.
that garage was concrete block and Mother
Yeah.
drove the car through it and that was last she drove for until I was about 8 years
Yeah.
old.
Oh, Finati Building has a fire.
That's what that is? I was wondering where this was.
The Finati building, right next to Premix on North Division.
There's my truck, 2155.
Was it?
No,
Okay.
that's the,
Well, you're planning
that's the
on-
telephone number.
Never seen any of these movies.
I haven't seen this.
So were the trucks there to help or
That's
just to get
Division
them out of the
Street,
way?
wasn't
Wow, that's Division.
That was Division Street.
805 North Division.
Oh, there's Tim.
This is,
No, not yet.
this is Portland.
Yours.
There's Barbara Moore and
There's Tom.
So that's who that is. That's Barbara Moore.
Barbara.
And
Mike.
Right
and
next,
Bob Moore,
right next to Mike is Bob Moore.
Yep.
who just died.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And that- they
This
live
is
in a
where
beautiful
I
old
saw
neighborhood
Tom
in Portland.
hitting a baseball or something.
I've only seen.
This
it
must be in
film.
Portland.
What a
Yeah.
nice
Yeah,
neighborhood.
that's Bob.
Wow.
Yeah, it still is.
Who's
That's,
that?
that's,
Bob?
That's Bob.
Bob,
Bob
that's
Moore.
gotta be Bob.
Yeah, sure it is. There's Tom. I can't-
God.
Yeah.
Wasn't afraid of those special windows, was
I
he?
Yeah,
can't
it
believe
wasn't
he's not worried about hitting one of the cars.
I know, that's the first thing I thought of too. Windows, cars. Patty, what's the name of the, Laurelhurst? What-
Laurelhurst.
Yeah. It's still beautiful,
It's
Joyce.
a beautiful old neighborhood. Kind of like the South Hill, all the houses are original.
Whose boat?
How about Carl Carbon?
You said that
Could,
was
didn't
Max
Carbons have a big
Virginia's.
Chris-craft like that?
That's not his.
I
That's
think
not
that
the,
was-
that's
Max.
not the Corky.
That's Max sitting on the back of the boat. I recognize Max.
Yeah.
Who's there standing there?
Dark
I
hair.
think it's Carbon.
There's
Okay,
Virginia,
I didn't recognize him. That's Virginia, of course.
but I don't know.
Is that Debbie then?
No, Debbie hadn't been born
No,
yet.
She was, that's somebody.
That's Max for sure, though.
We're back on.
That's Dan.
On Shoshone.
Tim, okay.
No, because we
You'll see
see
when
Tim
Tim gets
later as a
born.
baby.
Oh,
Oh,
They
Your
all
love of
enter.
dogs.
Never liked the dog.
So who's that on the
Is
right?
that Mrs. Gold?
Is that grandma?
no,
Candace.
it's
No.
not Mrs. Gold.
No, can't
I
be.
think it might be Kay Smith's mother, somebody's mother.
Who were the two little girls?
Redhead.
Well,
That's Kay DeSmet
That's
right
Kay
there.
DeSmet.
so
Is
it
one of them Sue Ann?
Sue Ann.
has to be
And
That's
Kay
it.
DeSmet's mother was,
Ramona. Oh, her mother,
No, that was her sister.
yeah,
I knew that name the other day. Lorenz.
Mrs. Lorenz. Oh my
Mrs.
gosh,
that
yes.
is Mrs.
Maybe
Lorenz.
that's
That's who it is.
Yeah,
There's Dan.
There's my truck.
I love
Where's
this.
OSHA when you need
Look
it?
at them climbing up in it. They didn't keep them very clean back in those days.
They were all dressed up, Joyce, wearing the white shoes.
So
There's
here's Tim.
Tim.
There's Tim.
Uh-oh.
What a cute baby.
It's big.
Oh, look how close the camera got.
So that's Max Sather,
That's
right?
Max.
in uniform,
Yeah.
yeah. When-
And that's Aunt Patty and the twins.
That's Mom.
Mom,
Oh, is it?
I think so.
But
Yeah,
those,
that
those,
is.
that is Denny
That
and,
is, but
and
that's the
Tom
twins.
Bureau, yeah.
Yep.
I think this is in Seattle.
West Seattle.
Right.
Aren't they cute?
That's Tommy.
Yeah, curly hair.
And Mary Kay, you said they're still alive?
Yes,
Yep.
As far
yeah,
as we know.
yeah. Denny went into the priesthood for a while, but he's married, he lives up in Sammamish.
You get a postcard from Annie?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, we do
He's a
too.
bus driver. He
So
was.
that must
That's
be
Aunt Patty.
That's Aunt
That's Aunt
Yep.
Patty.
Yeah.
Look at that fur.
You're gonna see Annie Brocker in this.
Well, Tim, when I see your hair in that picture, and I get it while you still have hair. You look like Bastion. You look like Murphy.
Who is that?
That's Tim.
That's me.
Yeah.
He does have a lot of red in it,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Doesn't anymore.
Oh,
I remember that bunting, that blue bunting. Mom kept that forever.
There's Mariana.
Her sister Mariana.
A-N-N.
Did she always want to be a nun?
Yes,
Yep.
Boy, was her father mad.
yeah.
Really?
And her mother. I think they
And
both
her
were.
mother. Didn't speak to her for a long time.
They sent her away to relatives to try to dissuade her, and she went to the relatives and smoked and drank, so that they sent her back home. So I did it on purpose.
I hadn't heard that.
I didn't want it. No, she told me before she died. She says I didn't
Now,
want it to be there, and so
who is-
I just acted out. And
I don't
said,
know
"You
what's going on there.
Who's brave enough to do that?
He's,
Yeah.
they're,
Yeah,
they're
it
going,
There's
that's,
Grandpa.
that's on Shoshone, isn't it?
Is that Mike and Dan?
Yeah?
Mhm.
Yep.
It's gotta be, yeah.
Look at their hats.
And
Oh
Mike
my
hadn't
God.
changed a bit.
Dan, you were so cute, but you look like all your children.
Grandpa looks like Brian.
He
Yeah.
sure does.
Really.
So what was this? Was this a company thing?
1945.
I'm
I think we
This-
thought decided it was.
This looks like a company.
I think it was a Premix picnic.
Look at the women, what they're wearing. They look like jumpsuits.
They weren't wearing shorts and t-shirts then.
Yeah.
This could probably get cut
I don't know
out.
what, I don't know. I remember.
Sorry, Dan, a little late.
Oh, I love that picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
My
matching
favorite.
swimsuits.
So,
I think Aunt Patty influenced that one.
Where do you think there
who would
was?
they have been?
I don't know. That's Tim. Oh my God.
Almost.
Too much wine.
Look at all your
what
hair.
I
You
was
look just
thinking.
like Bastion.
So this
And
is.
Steve Murphy. You look
Washington,
like Steve
DC.
Murphy.
What
Yeah,
about the hair he had? Wow.
Yeah.
Mom looks so happy.
She does, she's beautiful.
And she
That was a-
always looked the same.
So they were still back there in 1945 when the war ended.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
there's part of this, I don't know if it's still in here or not, but there was a parade with Eisenhower going
I
by.
remember a parade. I thought it was MacArthur, but it might have been
You remember it?
Eisenhower. I remember, unless it's in my mind, all the confetti coming down.
Yeah.
I saw that, he'd be amazed.
Watch where you're walking.
Is that me?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell?
Got it figured
Tell
out.
the hair now.
Yeah.
My only memory of Washington DC is playing with this kid and finding a big rat, dead rat. I've been afraid of rats.
I don't remember Washington DC at all.
No. That's Max.
That's Max.
Now we're
And
back at the
Virginia.
lake.
Yeah.
Where was this at? Where was the champagne picnic? Does anybody know?
Well,
No?
you know, Virginia used to organize stuff at the Little Lake. We would go
There is one.
picnic on the sandbar.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Well, I
don't
don't
know if
remember
that
on the
was it.
sandbar, but
The islands. Look,
We
that
got a
looks
beer
like Steve
bottle.
Murphy.
Oops. Picking
That
up
must be
Dad.
Dad. Is that you, Tim?
Yep.
and I don't know.
Was
I
it
think
Grandpa?
That's
Yeah,
Max.
that, you know, I wonder if that's Andy Sather.
Could be.
Oh, that here's you, Tim.
That looks like Tim.
Yeah, it was.
Andrew had real curly hair, though. I remember Andrew was my age, and he died.
Oh, there we go. There's Mary Kay.
Oh, look at that.
Tim, you've been taking care of me ever since then.
Those big blue eyes.
Help.
And those pink cheeks.
Red curly hair, Mary Kay.
Where is this? Is this still Shoshone?
Shoshone.
That's-
Backyard.
Shoshone.
Where?
Backyard, isn't it?
Shoshone. Hey, when did you guys move to Oneida?
50.
1950. Okay.
January 1st. In deep
I
snow.
was thinking 49. I was born in 48.
Okay, I think about this a lot. Look how much snow there was. We don't have snow like that anymore. I remember all the snow there used to be.
Yeah, you could depend on it too.
Yeah, with ice skating all the time. Yeah. I remember that snowsuit for real. I do.
Didn't you play hockey on this lake?
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
That's,
they
Every
were.
day.
that's Cannon Hill Pond.
Yeah.
We used to skate at lunch hour
Yeah.
because we had an hour for lunch in those days.
But
and
look
we
how
would-
solid it was frozen, that nobody's worried about anybody falling in. It was colder then.
Here you go, Aunt Patty.
Yeah, there I am.
Yeah,
Oh,
my life
spill
just
your
got
coffee.
ruined. I'm sitting there thinking, what the hell?
I'm no longer the center of
When
attention.
is she going home?
Who's
Who's
that on
that?
the bike?
That was me.
I was thinking Dave Rothrock, Mike Smith, who the neighborhood boys.
That's gotta be
That's
Dan.
Dan,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's Bob. Who's that?
I think that's Mike.
Mike and Patty, I think.
Oh, look at, that must not, we never had piling, well, that is Priest Lake.
Yep.
We did have piling.
Oh, yeah.
And Max.
See, that's Max's, I think that was a Higgins.
Higgins. Yes.
He had a Higgins. Then he got
That's
the Chris
you.
Crap. That's Mike, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember the
Look
blues?
how rough this
I was like,
water is.
right? Who skis in that rough of water?
Yeah, it was rough to be skied.
I was thinking the
I
same
thought that
thing.
too.
At least they had two of them on.
And feel free to speak loudly.
Yeah.
Is
I-
that you, Dan? Skiing?
That's Mike.
That's Mike.
Oh,
You say he fell.
there are white caps in there skiing.
Yeah.
It seemed like at
That's
some
the
point,
Garwood.
all of you guys were on one ski at some point.
Yeah.
Is that you, Patty?
Yeah, that's me.
Jumping off the dock.
Yeah. Oh, we have it.
That was the Garwood right there.
That's
Who's
you,
that?
Dan.
Oh, there's
Struggling
Grandpa.
in the inner tube.
I was drowning and he was hoping I'd go down.
That's not true.
Is that you,
Oh,
Dan?
they're freezing.
That
to
is,
death.
that's Dan.
That's
And
Dan.
nobody
Yeah.
looks just like Dan in that.
He does.
Dad loved to swim.
Yeah. He was on the swimming team at WSU.
The best story about Dad is when I took him to the doctor when he was 90, and the doctor said, "John, are you getting any exercise?" And he said, "Well, I was on the swim team at WSU."
Oh,
So that's
funny.
Lucille, Patty,
Yeah.
and Grandpa, right?
Yeah.
There's Grandpa.
He liked to sit on that bench a lot.
Yeah.
Great Grandpa did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Somebody
He's
had a
got a
broken
sling.
leg.
53. That was me. With the broken leg.
Yeah.
no, he's got a sling on his arm.
Well, I was gonna
You were
say, it
sitting
looked like
Oh,
he
it's
went-
my arm.
It looked like he went
I
swimming and
wonder
then
how
put the
you
sling
broke
on.
your arm. I wonder who twisted you in the air.
Was that Dan?
Oh.
Yeah, in the backyard.
Oh, we got the
Show.
fireworks.
Okay.
there-
Who's that
That's Rand
boy?
Brocker. I think that was Rand Brocker.
Oh,
So, Dad, this Garwood looks different than yours.
It was only a 16-footer.
Okay. Who's that?
Me.
Is that you and Mary?
that's me. I
Couldn't
was
get
in
her
the
out of
water
the
all
water.
the time.
Okay, who is this? Did Grandpa ski?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this Grandpa?
It might have been.
Can't tell.
Look at him
Jeez.
go, man.
I don't remember him skiing.
I don't think he did.
I think
I
that
don't
was
think
Tom
that's-
Moore.
I don't think that's correct.
No, because the Moores aren't in this footage.
I'm kind of worried about that dog.
And your
pretty
mom
thin.
always
I
wore
know.
a dress
I
at the
know.
lake.
Yep.
There's Tim.
Here we go, Dad. It couldn't go untold.
Those
Look at
skis
how
are
long those
huge.
skis were.
Yeah, and they were heavy.
No problem. No problemo.
I think you look like Kiernan McGovern.
You crack me up because you're lifting one ski like immediately.
I was trying to keep up with my brothers.
Look at that rope handle. It gets better.
I think they used to whittle it.
Now, who's that? Is that Dan?
I thought that was you, but maybe
No.
not. Is that you, Dan?
Probably.
I
Here, Patty, this
Oh,
is
this
what
is
I,
the one.
Yeah,
Wondering
I love
about me
this.
sitting next to Grandpa.
Grandpa.
Look at you're just like walking around.
But you're talking. I'd love to know what
And
you're
they're gonna
saying.
pick you up and put you there.
I don't know. He's busy reading.
Look at that profile.
sleeping.
We've
He
seen
might be
that in a
asleep.
lot of Murphy men, that profile.
Wait, he
That
seems
nose
to
you
like
made.
sitting on that
The
The
bench.
whole thing, everything, yeah.
Who's that?
I thought it looked
Dan,
like Randy
who's that?
McNeese.
Might,
like
Might be.
Might be
Yeah.
Randy
No,
McNeil.
I
that's
think it
Oh my
Randy.
God, that is totally Randy.
That
Yeah.
is Randy McNeil.
That's Randy.
Yeah, there I
Yeah,
am.
because the two of them were,
Yep.
oh,
That's
Randy
exactly who
followed
that
you
was.
everywhere.
Look what they're doing. They can hit each other with a shovel.
Oh, Mike, I like this. You're already reading the Wall Street Journal or something.
That's Dan.
That's you?
That's Dan.
Oh, is that Dan?
Yeah.
No.
No,
That's
that's,
That's
I
Mike.
think that's Mike.
No,
That's
that's
Mike.
Dan.
No, that's Mike.
I think it's Mike.
Well, how are we gonna
Patty.
settle this?
I don't know. We'd have to back it up. We don't want to do that. Mary Kay's got a hammer and she's close to me. I'm nervous.
That's all that.
I was working on the dock. Did you notice what bad shape the dock is in and the beach is a mess?
Yeah.
You always need a hammer at the dock. Oh,
There's-
Is that
that's Dan.
That's Dan.
That's Dan.
I think that was Mike with great grandpa.
Yes,
I do too.
it was.
Okay.
Couldn't they have bought me a decent swimming suit?
I could not for the life of me find that with you both with your nose plugs on.
That's Tom Moore and Marge.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love the cigarette.
My mother got a bathing suit just like that. Anything that Marge would get, Mother would go out and buy the same one. This is when the suits when they went to Hawaii.
Is that where this is? Because they're on a
Well,
boat.
theirs is on the Lure Line,
Lorelei, yeah.
their first trip to Hawaii.
Was the lure line like a cruise ship? That went
Yeah.
to
That
Hawaii?
was
Yeah.
before planes flew. If you wanted to go to Hawaii, you had to take a
Oh,
boat, I think. Yeah.
I don't.
Well, planes could fly there, but evidently not commercial.
bless
So
you.
I think they must have had commercial
Well,
flights.
we know they did because they came from Japan.
Yeah, we knew planes could fly.
But they came off a ship.
Right, right.
Right.
Oh,
Isn't
there's
that a
Marge.
There's
funny
Marge.
picture?
Yeah.
That's great.
And Tom.
Boy, they sure look the seamless.
Okay, this is where I was talking about skiing. Is this?
I don't think that's Mount Spokane.
I think that's golf course.
So do I.
I do too.
It doesn't look like a great slope. So golf course makes more sense.
Well,
But
plus,
so they had a rope tow at the golf course?
plus you-
Have you ever seen Indian Canyon? The first hole at Indian Canyon, it is
Yeah.
extremely steep.
I didn't really bond with golfing. But yeah,
There's Mike, going up the rope tow.
right.
I love your
Mike,
hat.
Remember
so
those rope
good
tow
looking.
belts?
God, he's kind of
The
dressed.
clamps we
And that's
had?
Dan,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
That's
No.
Mike.
No, Mike.
No,
is-
that's-
That's Mike
not
Smith.
That's Mike
Oh,
Smith.
Mike Smith.
Mike
okay.
Smith, okay.
And then who's that?
Well, that's Marge Moore.
Yeah.
I don't know who that third person was.
And this is back at Priest Lake, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lake's rough.
It's
At
no
your
surprise.
at the old Murphy cabin.
Yep.
Don't get your hair wet.
Is that you, Aunt Patty?
Probably because I.
That
No,
might be
that's
Janny.
Oh,
That's
that might be
Jan.
Janny. If she's got nose plugs, it's Janny.
Oh,
Oh,
She made me wear those.
that's a good one.
We know who that is.
Yeah.
Mary Kay.
Look at that wood ski back there.
Yeah.
There's Tommy and Patty.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that in the back?
Tom. That's
Tom,
Tom Moore.
smoking
Okay.
his pipe, he has a big pipe.
You were toothless there?
That was Mary Kay
I
Toothless.
met Mary.
That's the old Garwood right there.
And you have
So
a,
they're the Moors.
Now, they're the nose plugs with Janny. She always had her nose plugs. She forced me to wear them.
There's Mike.
Those, I'll bet those bucket, the 55-gallon barrels were full of concrete. They're anchors.
is that you, Uncle Mike?
That's Mike.
I think it is.
Yep.
One ski.
Did we
And you
put
dock started.
concrete and barrels with the old dock? I thought that was only with the new dock. The community dock.
Who do you think was taking this movie?
Dad.
Whoever was in the boat.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you.
What a contribution.
All these movies, who took them all?
Well,
I think Dad
this
took a lot
person's
of
in
them.
another boat.
Okay, is that Dan?
This made me nervous though, because it looks like you hit the dock.
I think that's Dan.
That,
I was
that
just
didn't
like,
look
oh!
He was kind of a show-off. Till Tim overtook him.
Well, I remember
Now, who's that
when
with
you-
Mike?
Who's that with Mike?
Oh, blonde guy.
Mike Smith.
Isn't
That's-
it
It's
Welch?
Dennis Welch.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my gosh,
Welch.
I remember him now. Dennis Welch. Patty, remember those swimming suits that had gingerbread men on them?
Yeah,
We
I know.
had matching ones.
And that is either you or me. No,
No, this is both of you. This section.
I couldn't have been.
Well, no, this isn't you yet. You were
I
younger.
was too young.
That's me pulling him.
That's Mary Kay, I think.
That's
Or no, that's
Patty.
Patty. That is
That's
Patty.
Yeah.
That's
this
definitely
is-
Patty.
Yep.
Yeah, big teeth. There you go.
But I don't remember pulling skiers behind the Rhinell.
I know, I noticed that. Never had anything bigger
Now,
than
who's that?
Dan.
That'd be Dan.
That's you, Uncle Dan?
Dan, do you remember when you put the single thing around your neck and Dan almost, that was a,
You mean the handle?
yes. Yeah. Dad was,
I'm not sure if that's Dan or if that's me.
that looks
See how high
like
he
you.
jumps.
Now you're driving the boat.
I love Lucille's hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a Wally Burr ski.
That's the ski right there.
Is that the one you have in the
Yes,
cabin?
that was the one that hangs up in the cabin.
But her hair was starting to get silver on the side. Isn't she pretty? She looks like a movie star.
She's posing.
Yeah.
There you are, Dad.
Yep,
Look, you were ripped.
still am.
12?
I'm just ripped a little differently.
You made it.
Just stepped off.
Wow.
I remember doing that.
I remember that. That was 1955.
I remember when Dad poured that thing, and I remember we were out helping with that. And there was a little plant
Mary Kay. I
right
think
by
this
the
is
entree
you.
gallery.
No, I would never have worn a swim
You
cap.
guys were all.
That's Tommy Moore.
That's
Oh,
Janny.
that's
Those
Jan.
bugs.
That's
You were
Janny.
coming up though, Mary Kay. I'm pretty sure you were.
That's Janny that was skiing them.
And Marge is driving the
Marge
boat.
is driving the boat.
What kind of boat is that?
The right now.
That's a Rhino.
I think it's a Rhino.
It's the only boat we ever had.
Mary, is this you?
I don't know yet.
No, that's.
Yeah.
Is it?
It is.
It is Mary Kay. That's why I thought you were
I would-
dropping.
There's Mary Kay on the ski jump. I couldn't.
Oh, it's out. I was wondering if that was
I
Mary
think that's
Kay.
Mary Kay. I couldn't believe it.
Now that's it. Who's sitting there?
Betty McNeese.
Betty McNeese.
That
Where's
is
Betty?
Betty.
Yes.
That's Betty.
Oh my
And
God.
Randy.
But
Yeah.
who's
That's
the,
who
who
that
was the
is.
gal over on that side?
Here you go, Mary Kay.
Remember that great big long
Oh my
handle?
God.
You made that so we could ski backwards on the banana skis.
I was wondering about the ski handle.
It was so
It's
that
so huge.
because they did the backward skiing.
Yeah.
She's gonna drop one.
Yeah.
Looks to me like she has
Way to
dropped.
Patty with the nose plugs. Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Oh,
Those are the turnaround
That's the
skis.
that's
though.
why I never liked to ski.
Those were
Look how
the,
good you did, though.
those were the turnaround skis.
Yeah, those are, yeah. You took the rudders off and used the long handle and skied backwards.
I
I remember that coat. You
I
That,
remember
that
that
coat
coat.
hung in the closet for years
Yep.
and years.
Yep, I remember that coat too.
water level.
Okay,
That
Okay.
is the little Smith kid.
Is that who that is?
Yes, you'll see, because.
That's Kathy.
See,
There's Johnny.
There's
There's
John.
Johnny.
I know.
King, the vicious
There-
dog.
There's Kay right in the background. God, that's Kathy.
Kathy, that was her.
So she
So
came,
who's,
there's
Kate
Kay.
Smith.
Mom? So who are the two girls there?
I don't know.
Red hair.
Maybe Suzanne.
Probably
What are-
Guy.
Well, wait,
Suzanne?
Kathy
Wouldn't one of
had
them
the
be-
older girl.
Suanne.
I mean, how old was Kay when she had that baby? What was the
She
late
was
night?
That's you, isn't it, Mary Kay, in the blue? And that's
Yes.
Patty.
Yes. Easter.
That's John DeSmet.
I know. I remember him so well.
Yep, me
Yeah.
He
too.
looked just like that. That's how I remember him.
All those nights in the den. Remember them all sitting in the den talking?
Oh, yeah.
And drinking.
Yeah,
I
lots
must
of
not have
that.
been around then.
I think you were about.
58.
You were out of high school.
That's Denny and Tom.
That's when I graduated from grade school.
And I think Tom was a boxer. I think when I see him get up and do that, I think he was a fighter.
Mm-hmm. And his brother was not.
His brother was not.
No.
They were pretty opposite twins.
They were, yeah, they weren't alike at all.
Birrows, Tommy and Denny Birrow. And they were absolutely nothing alike.
I love Aunt Mary Kay. You were a hitter.
Yeah.
So who's in the?
That's Kathy Bureau.
That's
Yeah.
Kathy, that's her.
Yeah.
And
So-
she and Patty are just a year apart.
So is that me in the white
Yes.
t-shirt?
Yes. And Denny. I'm just bothered by the beach was such a mess. And it's further down.
Summer of '58, I just graduated from college. I was down in the Navy that summer. And you were
That's right.
on the beach,
That's when you graduated
Grace,
from
hell
high
at Grace
school.
Lake.
Remember pedal pushers?
Dad, what beach is that at Upper Priest?
Well, I actually, when I looked at that, I thought it's where you guys got
I
married.
thought it might be also,
That's where I think it is.
but I'm just not seeing the big tree, which would have been there.
Could be distillery. Why do we think it's
The
Upper
big tree
Priest?
might not have been so big then,
because that's
Joe.
what the videotape
There's
said.
Jan.
Yeah, they
I
had
didn't-
labels.
Oh, Janny was always chewing gum.
Jan.
There she is. Yeah.
'59 was the year that
That's Tommy.
Grandpa Murphy died.
I was surprised to see the Rhinell up there.
Yeah, it's definitely.
See, that just looks like,
It looks like that first beach facing south.
it might be on beyond that beach where you guys got
Okay.
married.
Okay, I
So-
can remember this. I can't believe you let me drive that hydroplane.
I was gonna say, is that you, Aunt Mary Kay?
Yes, it is.
No life
I
jacket.
think she must have snuck it out like she used to sneak the cars out. Tim would never let her
Yeah,
take it.
Dan, okay, do you wanna get some?
I gotta get rid of this gum.
Here, yeah.
I was gonna put it on the bottom of my shoe.
But you
Put it
built
under the
that, didn't
table.
you, Tim?
I did, I bought that thing. I don't
What-
know where that boat
what-
came from. I
Yeah,
haven't-
who's that?
Is that McNeese's old boat?
No, that's not the Ramblin' Randy.
Oh, okay.
Did your mom ever drive a boat?
I don't think so.
No.
Boy, you'd get,
Okay, Tommy, Tim, and Randy.
No, that's not
No?
Randy. Oh,
That's-
Is
that
that
might
me
be
in the
one of the
stripes?
Barrows? Is
That
that one
is
of
you
the
in the
Barrows?
striped shirt.
Who is that?
And Tommy Moore, right next to you, and I don't know who's.
Who owned the hydroplane?
That's a different engine.
Who owned the hydroplane?
Could it have been Martell?
You did?
I refinished the whole thing in Sinclair's garage across
look
the,
at Dad. and his
across the
ears.
street.
Didn't have Martell
God, I
have a
forgot
hydroplane,
about
Tim?
that.
Yeah, it was in their garage. What?
Didn't Martell have a hydroplane?
Carol?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't remember.
Here you are, Mike, talking to Barb.
I must have been home on leave.
Yeah, there you are.
Who were the two gals?
That's Barb and Jan.
Okay.
Moore.
More.
That's Tommy Moore, I think. I don't see Bob.
Oh,
Oh God, this is a riot.
is that you, Mary Kay?
Yes, I believe it is.
Well, eventually you make it.
But I had to get all your crashes first.
See, I
It's
remember
awesome.
that. I remember that boat. That was the Chris. It's a Cavalier.
Okay, did anybody ever hit that ski jump and double eject out of their skis and hit the wood? Because it doesn't look like a very soft.
That's a longer story.
I would like to get it at some point.
Did they wax the wood?
It was
No.
like hitting a wall. But
Yeah.
I was on Tim's feet when I did that. And Tim went flying gracefully off of the jump, and I fell between the skis and hit my face.
She didn't hold on.
This is
Live to tell about
This
it.
is painful to watch. I need a drink.
See, I think this.
Well, how do you think I feel?
But somebody finally made it.
There she goes. There you go, Mary
I
Kay.
think that's you, Mary Kay.
It was. She finally got it. And then there's more where I think is it Dad, is it you and Dan
I
in that next section?
don't know.
Yeah, who's this?
Patty. That's mine.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
You know, I
Who was
think
that?
I think that was me.
White or red?
Wait, please.
Well, whose boat is
I don't
it?
know how you can
That's
tell.
Sather's boat.
Look,
That
it's
came
right
after.
there and there.
That
There's
came
Indian
after.
Rock.
That came after the Higgins.
After the blue
See,
and
that's.
Oh my God.
I think that's
It
me.
is you. That definitely was you.
I thought it was Dad. Here you go.
Yeah, thank you. Oh,
Wow, look at
But I
that.
thought it was Dad and Dan.
That could be on TV.
I don't know who was on the other.
it looked like Tommy.
I think it did look like Tommy too.
Hard to know.
Who, Tommy?
Yeah.
Mom was getting her white streak.
Oh, yeah.
15.
There's Denny.
Yeah.
Love that picture.
Look at you, Joyce.
Oh, yeah.
That bikini.
No,
Betty's.
I didn't have a bikini on.
Now, where is that?
That must be.
Tri-Cities?
I think so. That's Molly.
It is?
That is Molly.
Oh, it sure is. And
Timmy,
Megan.
Timmy.
That's Megan.
Oh, the blonde
Timmy.
hair, yeah.
Yeah. Now, I don't know.
That's
Steve.
Steve.
Is that
That's
Steve?
That's
Steve.
Steve Murphy. Oh my
Look at
God.
how he's dressed. Muffy? Yeah. It's great.
He had good fashion sense from the get-go.
He does
But-
have the rainbow.
Oh,
There you are, Mike. Here, make sure he's not going to drown.
yeah.
And,
Look, he's
and
wearing.
Muffy, is that you in the
shoes.
back?
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's about the time David was born, because he was only 18, no, 15 years apart.
15 months?
Yeah.
This is 1978. That's you, Aunt Joyce, isn't it? Sitting there next to
We've
No,
got.
that was
Who's
Mom
that?
and me.
That's
That's
Joy.
Muffy.
That's Muffy.
Muffy.
Oh, that's
I was gonna say,
Muffy.
That's Muffy,
Yeah.
and there's
Yeah.
Joyce.
Joyce and
Yeah.
Muffy.
And that's
yeah.
Patty with the giant amount of hair.
Because we have a photo that was taken that day of, still a photo of you and Muffy on the beach.
Oh,
Archie.
Well, that's Joyce and Margie. In the den on Spokane.
On Oneida, yeah.
Steve,
Steve and Margie.
they were gonna be married.
Oh,
They decided they wanted to marry each other.
and that's Stephen, isn't it?
Yes.
Remember that yellow leather chair?
yes, and the coffee table Mari has in her house right now.
Great outfit, Dan.
You know that
That's
tub?
Dan.
That tub there, Premix sold them to mix your dry mix. It was a premix mixer.
I think we still have one.
We do have one of them.
It was sold.
Here you are, Joyce.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
Joyce. That's Mom.
Yeah.
Love those glasses.
I love Dan's outfit.
You, geez, you look like
Who's
you're
that
about
boy?
12, Dan.
Is that Mark?
Margie.
Oh, it's Margie.
I don't know who that little boy was, though.
I don't know either.
He was not one of us.
That must be Margie.
Look at how much you look like Nicole. Christina.
I didn't notice.
Or how much they look like you. Oh, he was so cute.
He's a good baby.
We had those chairs for about 30 years
Yeah.
on the beach.
Sorry, I forgot to turn this off. Brian?
So that's Steven.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least you took the shoes off of him. That's good.
Oh, that's a great picture. It's my favorite picture. Yeah.
I love that picture.
When was that picture?
Grandma.
So this is kind of the wrap up. But,
Who's that?
I don't know.
Aunt Mary Kay, initially I thought it was you.
That's
Sorry.
right.
It's not. It's a.
Yeah, I think
I
it's.
think it's
If
one of the
only I
Disney
had
kids. I
blonde
know,
curly
right?
hair. Yeah.
That's Uncle Mike.
That is
Yeah,
Mike.
for sure.
That's Mike.
Grandpa.
It's amazing, you look at those lake pictures, and it hasn't changed that
That's
much.
Not even a
that's
bit.
Marge Moore.
There's Denny and Joyce.
Yeah.
Ole, you drinking Ole, Joyce?
Well, you guys, thank you.
That was wonderful.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I have that picture at home.
Wow, that lovely couch.